What if I tell you there is a UFC fighter who is the darkest horse ever known? He has every attribute to become a champion, and his luck, it's worse than Tony and Dustin combined.
He can wrestle like Fedor and strike like Krokop and build like a Greek god. He has every tool to beat striking phenoms, wrestling juggernauts, and even jiu-jitsu prodigies. His chin is straight up forged from Thor's Mjolnir.
Jonathan?
Trust me, I crunched the numbers. He faced killer after killer, but never ever dropped once. I'm not talking about Max Holloway, Rudober, or Hillbilly Ilya Hamster. To understand, let's assume a scenario. How many times a fighter fights a year? If you're not Alex Pereira, you would fight once a year like Leon Edwards, pull out twice a year, and fight every 2 years like Hamzat. Fight, brother, fight. I'm talking about Kevin Holland, the old Holland, the Batman Holland, and don't give a shit Holland. He's the only person in UFC with 5 wins in a calendar year.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I cheat.
There were no ordinary people whom he faced. If not what he did to Jacare, you wouldn't question this. What if I tell you Kevin Holland was outclassed and manhandled by a striker, and all the credit was given to V-shaped LGTB person and Habib of all people?
What the fuck?
Bro, at least give respect when respect is due.
Marvin Vettori has never been knocked down in his entire UFC career. I'm not talking about knockouts, and not even a knockdown.
When the Stylebender entered the MMA, his first 12 MMA fights ended in KO. All 12 of them were finishes. Until he faced this guy, and he barely beat him on judges' scorecard with a split decision.
What?
After taking punishing hooks from Adesanya, spamming head kicks from Paulo Costa, I'm talking about the Costa who was considered threat to Adesanya and coming out of 39-1 to face Vettori. And remember the mind games Costa played and moved the fight to light heavyweight?
185, and he comes in a week out over 215 pounds. How was that possible?
I always came heavy to fight. You have a problem with that?
And our stoic Vettori just accepted. And people called it cringe and picked Costa to win. I mean, people are just mean, like the way they treat Bilal. He only lost to champions like Adesanya and Bobby Nuggles. Marvin, Seaman, I cannot defend your shots and fight IQ. In June 2023, I was in deep state of depression and fired up Sony Live to see UFC fight on Sunday. If you don't know, in India, Sony Live is the only way to watch UFC. And yes, the card happens early morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Thank you, Dana, for not following the West Coast timeline. And I hate those Abu Dhabi cards because they start at 12:30 a.m. in the night. Let's get back to the topic. There is this interesting statistic. Only fighter to have knockout wins in 3 divisions is Conor McGregor.
I take shits bigger than that kid, all right?
As a big McGregor fan, and I'm pretty sure Cowboy is not a welterweight. Although he beat Masvidal and a close fight with Leon, no way he's welterweight, man. That begs the question, who is the other fighter? The answer is Killer Gorilla Jared Gordon. This is him at heavyweight, this is him at light heavyweight, this is him in middleweight. Shit man, I messed up his name. It's Jared Cannonier, not Gordon. Gordon was the guy who beat Paddy. What's up, lad? He did not beat him, lad. He did not beat him.
There's no way.
Cannonier is another darkest horse. I'm not talking about his color. And how on earth you could beat Anderson Silva, Jack Hermanson, Kevin Gastelum, Derek Benson, and Iron Cutelaba the Hulk, and manage to get knocked the fuck out of by Nasruddin Imar, the little Frenchy guy? Coming to the point, Vettori is missing since June of 2023, which is like these many days. A man, I feel bad for him.
The current state of UFC middleweight division and toxic MMA fans, and he's just hateable. But I love you, Vettori. India loves you. You have every tool to become a champion, and we believe in you.
One thing I have hope is people always move to Vegas from South Cali. Please leave Kings MMA.
Please.
After seeing what happened to Dariush and that no cardio gigabyte guy.
Come here. Little closer. Marvin, I just want to tell you, please improve your fight IQ, man. I know you are a better fighter.
But that's simply not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Hello 911. I want to report a missing person. His name is Marvin Vettori. 6 feet tall, complication white, Italian. who is built like a god. If you like this video, please make sure to thumbs up, comment what's your favorite moment of the video.
Until then, in 3 rounds of MMA, Derek Lewis is still undefeated.